Another hidden entrance, a spot for some last minute ramen, and a vast illuminated staircase. Let's explore more secrets of Kyoto Station. We're starting off on platform 30, right next to platform 0. These are used mainly by long distance limited express trains, notably the Haruka that goes to Kansai Airport. And if you're running short of time and need to eat before getting on your train, there's a very handy noodle shop right here. It has soba as well as ramen dishes, but if you're looking for a bento lunchbox to eat on the train, there's a shop selling those just a few steps away. Now, should you want something more like a snack or a drink, then head further down the platform. Before long you'll find a 7-Eleven convenience store, but it's not a proper one because it's staffed only by vending machines, but it does have a surprisingly large range of products. Keep walking a bit more down the platform and you'll be rewarded by these incredible mosaics representing the most famous Kyoto sightseeing spots. Let me know in the comments which ones you recognise. Now, I was rather disappointed after making the original secrets of Kyoto Station video to discover that the underground central exit got shut down permanently. However, if you're looking for another secret exit, we're in the right place because there's one that allows access to the big camera store on the west side of the station. You might find this entrance handy if your accommodation is to the west of the station, or if you want to do some shopping in a hurry. The entrance is only open from 10 until 9 at night, so take care. For the next bunch of secrets we need to go out to the north side of the station. If you've come over from the Shinkansen exit, then you may well get here on the first floor. And if you have rolling luggage in tow, you might not want to use the escalators next to the Isobel department store, or the ones here down to the ground floor. But not to worry, although it seems like the station was designed by the world's biggest escalator fan, they do have elevators, and there's one hidden way over here right next to a great vantage point for the mildly iconic Kyoto Tower. Down at ground level you could be forgiven for missing it entirely as it's set slightly into the building, but from the central exit just turn right and it's there next to a souvenir shop. And staying on this side of the station, walk a bit further and you'll find this little statue of jaunty penguins. What are they doing here? Well, look at the platform they're standing on and you'll see an arrow pointing in the direction of Umikoji Park, home to the Kyoto Aquarium. The whole stand is actually one giant arrow, and there's another one nearby, this time with a statue of a steam locomotive, directing you to the Kyoto Railway Museum, which is in the same park. The signs are a bit of a hangover from the past, as when they were installed you were expected to walk for 20 minutes from here to both attractions. However, since Umikoji Kyoto Nishi Station opened in 2019, you're now able to take a train for 3 minutes to get there. For the next secret, with Kyoto Station behind you, go down the escalators to the Porter shopping level, turn left and walk all the way to the end. You'll find a handy rest area with power outlets and USB sockets so you can top up your phone while you take a break. Now if we head back into the station and take the escalators up, we get to the walkway that links both north and south sides of the tracks. Right in the middle is the West Gate, and directly opposite is Westgate Square, which has a somewhat hidden level with a few restaurants and a dessert shop. But there's also a piano that anyone can play, and it's quite popular. While I was filming, several school children dropped by to bang out their favourite tunes, often drawing a small crowd too. For the next secrets, we need to go back to the central exit. Take 2 escalators up on your right and you'll reach this grand staircase which features different nighttime illuminations throughout the year. Here's how it looks for Christmas. And to the left of this staircase you can find the entrance to Mina no Hiroba, or Everyone's Plaza. This is a new addition to this level of the station building, and if you watched my first video you'll recognise the mysterious white domes here. The newly added benches and desks allow people to come up and study or work, helped by the fact that they've even installed power outlets. The fake grass is a nice touch, although I still think the park on the roof is much more relaxing. For the final secret, go back to the escalators and head up to the 9th floor, then go into the Isobel department store. It's a bit challenging to find, but on this level there's a shop belonging to Kato or Kato. I don't know what pronunciation is right, but they're a model train manufacturer. This shop has a bewildering selection of models, a few layouts, and basically anything you need to create your own Japanese model railway. And if you're looking for more stations with secrets, check out this playlist here. See ya!